That's the hood where I'm from. But it's bigger than that. We live on a planet, in a solar system, in a universe. Not just on a block. Be aware of that.
Let's go. King 2. New arishams in history. I ain't letting up. I ain't letting y'all up. Nah, I ain't letting y'all get away with this one. Part 4, man. Nah, I ain't letting y'all digest what happened in part 3. Nah. Let's go. Run it down. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I ran down the whole creation of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And one thing I want to, touch on is that these beings that I named and gave an origin story to are extremely powerful. I mean, like, this ain't like, a couple dudes on a corner, or a couple dudes on this block, or even a military war in another country. These people can do whatever they want. The aspirants, they're so powerful. They create worlds. They could destroy worlds with a wave of a hand. They could destroy galaxies, whatever they want. So them getting into a war with ancestral, they can destroy everything. Their mass could destroy worlds, planets, galaxies, realms, whatever. They are so powerful. And that's what I want to, let y'all know. Like, these people are just like at a level like that's the strength level, the power levels are just unimaginative. At the first universe, eternity, can you imagine his power? You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. And this where it starts. You know what I'm saying? This where it started at for our universe. This video is about Arishem and the Ancestrals. They popped on God and lived to tell about it. And this is about. Can you imagine? I mean, literally, they obviously was aspirants. And, they see Arishem in them, they see that, they're powerful. And they got the ability to create whatever they want to create. And the aspirants as a whole, as a collective, are basically like a hive mind. They don't have no thinking for this. They don't do no thinking for themselves. Everything they do, they have to get approval or permission to do. They all work in a unit. This is like, everyday life, but at a cosmic scale. People look for approval and permission to do things. You know what I'm saying? And the people that don't look for permission and approval to do things, they're looked at as, crazy, or he's crazy, he's bugged out, or, he's a conspiracy theorist or something like that. It's real. But this is on a cosmic level. Arishem, the prime ancestral, he's a real G. He took it to God. I'm gonna run it all down. This is new arishams in history. I'm saying this is what we do. We run it all down. And first of all, eternity obviously becomes aware of himself. You know what I'm saying? First universe. And if you look at the first firmament, and then you look at eternity, you see that he has a lot of dark parts in him. And if you look at the first firmament, he's completely lit up. That the first firmament is at its full strength. He's at his full power. You know what I'm saying? But the first firmament, when he became aware of himself, he started to realize that his power set is dwindling. That he needs somebody to keep the light on him. The void of space is more powerful than him. It's taking his power. You know what I'm saying? So he needs creations that's going to keep him alive. The aspirants never knew none of this. The aspirants got created, and they thought they were just created to serve their master, yes. But they didn't know that they was only there to keep their master alive. And so, I mean, billions of years go by. The aspirants are creating planets and galaxies and life and all of that. And you got Arishem in them that obviously started off as aspirants, following the rules and everything. But after a while, if you got any type of sense, any type of awareness, not this woke stuff they're talking about now, awareness, any type of real awareness, when somebody is aware, they becomes aware of themselves first. And then they become aware of what's around them. You understand? And so Arishem became aware of the situation first. Like, wait a minute, I'm powerful. I'm gifted. I can do whatever I want to do. Yes, they created me. But why I gotta keep going to them for everything? Why I can't live my life? You know what I'm saying? This life is this is brilliant. This is something to be cherished, not to just to be a tool for just doing anything. What's going on here? Why are we just everything is just infinite and we just got to do this and do that all day long for this guy, for the first firmament? What's going on here? I'm not jacking this. Life should not be like this. We should not be slaves to a hive. This shouldn't be the way it's supposed to be. Life ain't meant like this. I'm saying we can't give everybody this. You have to cherish life. That's why he invented death. He wanted life to end. I got two theories on that though. Two. And obviously, the first one, he wanted to bring about the end of life. So people can understand, or life forms can understand and cherish their life and understand that they have to advance, learn about the secrets of life, and maybe they can achieve immortality by a quest for knowledge. And they put it all out there. And so they rebelled against God. You understand what I'm saying? They knew that it was billions of aspirants, billions of them. They couldn't win a war. They know they couldn't win a war with the aspirants. Remember, one aspirant, one, could destroy this universe. One. With a wave of his hand, he can destroy this universe. Just one. That's how powerful they are. Now you want to take on billions of them? It's something. Knowing you're going to lose. Knowing that your life is done. They still rebelled. Still rebelled and said, no, we ain't jacking this. We're not jacking this. This is not right. Something is wrong here. My existence is not to serve these people, serve the first firmament forever. No. I'm not a slave. I have a mind, a brain. You understand? I can do what I want to do. Facts. The aspirants is looking like, what are you doing? You can't go against our master. He's not our master. He's our creator. That's it. We have kids and, we try to be their masters. No. We just created them. That's it. They got their own minds. When they get older, they got their own minds. They can do whatever they want. We can't stop them. Same goes here on a cosmic level. You're not jacking. You know what I'm saying? Not jacking. So obviously, it was war. They knew they couldn't win the war. But you know what? Now here's my theory coming in. Death been around. Death been around. Death been there. Lady Death been already there. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, as powerful as the aspirants was, they can die. They didn't know they can die. They thought they was forever. Eternity put death to them. They didn't even know it. So that means Lady Death was alive already. You know what I'm saying? She was already an abstract. She was already here. She was already there. She didn't get created when, the Celestials won the war and created death. No, they didn't create death. Death always been there. Lady Death probably precedes eternity. She probably became aware of herself before eternity. She's probably eternity's older sister. She's deaf. The aspirants died. The Celestials died when they went to war with each other. You understand what I'm saying? This is something that's top of the top. Lady Death, she orchestrated everything. She needs death. So, one of my theories is this. You know what I'm saying? Arishem. Obviously Arishem became aware of himself. But, and when the aspirants went to war with him, that caused death. And who got strong? Lady Death. She got in his ear. You don't have to take orders from these people. You don't have to take orders from eternity. You're a life form. You got your own. Women, they influence us. They say, we the head of the household, but they are the neck, and they can turn our head any way they want. Facts. Lady Death been there. She started the war. Facts. And then she knows that obviously Arishem and the Celestials was a suicide mission. They know they could not win. But they still went to war and took heavy losses. Heavy losses. They had a ringer in the game. Lady Death. So she went to the other side and caused a war between the aspirants. Listen, in the comics, they don't even tell you why they went into a civil war. You know what I'm saying? Only thing they tell you is that they just went into a civil war. They were destroying the Celestials, and then they went into a civil war with themselves. Now, one thing I love about comics is they'll leave something like that for interpretation. And if you understand the situation, you can interpret it right. It was a riff. Obviously, aspirants have a hive mind. They follow the first firmament. That's it. Whatever the first firmament say, they do. That's it. So if they had a civil war, obviously, if we use our common sense, one side of the civil war was protecting the first firmament, protecting the orders from the first firmament, was listening only to the first firmament, was asking permission for everything they did. And one side was like, no. The Celestials, look, even though we slaughtering them, the Celestials are free. They are free men. They're free. They don't gotta listen to the first firmament. They're doing whatever they want to do. They living their lives. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to be a slave. I want to be like the Celestials. I want to be able to do what I want to do. I want to be able to create a galaxy, whatever I want to do on my own, with nothing. With no oversight, no rules, no regulations I got to follow. I want freedom. And that's why they had a civil war. Obviously, Lady Death got in somebody's ear. And that's what it was. So And then, obviously, look at it. The first firmament did not take out the celestials for being disobedient. They didn't take them out. They let it play out. Because eternity knows that it's real. Death is real. He don't trust any of them. He just want to see who comes out on top. That's it. He gave them all death because he just in case they act up, he can get them out of there and start all over. In the comics, that's like the 6th iteration of creation. Like, so obviously he did this 5 other times. He knows it been rebellions, and he had to wipe everything out and start all over again. So he made contingency plans. He gave them death. Lady Death been around for the first 5. I'm saying, so she been around. So he knows what's going on. So that's why he let it play out. You know, obviously, they went to a civil war. You know, Arishem and them put them bombs together, them cosmic bombs and such and such. Eternity wasn't expecting that one. And, you know, he got shattered and got weakened. And now he really needed the Celestials to help him become like he was when he was the first firmament. Pure light. That's what he was. He was pure light. Not one space in his body was dark. But now, eternity, you can see spaces of darkness. That's weakness. He needs those spaces filled with light. That's why he needs the Celestials to create galaxies and planets and, you know, all that type of stuff. You know, it's the cosmic realm of this story is amazing. You know what I'm saying? And he needs that. But Arishem, he popped on God. He went all out. That's why he's the prime celestial. And he obviously he gets all respect from all the celestials. Because he went all out for his freedom. Yeah, he might have somebody in his ear. Yeah, Lady Death wanted death. You know? She wanted death. More death, she gets more powerful. But at the end of the day, you only could bring somebody to the well. They got to go drink. And Arishem said, you know what? I don't care about the odds. I'm going out for my freedom. You know? So after everything was done, when they blew everything up, you know, obviously, Eternity had to get everything right first. He's trying to structure his whole life again. He's trying to structure everything. He's structuring the multiverse. He's trying to put everything together. He's putting abstracts of himself in every universe. He's setting up everything. And meanwhile, that probably took billions of years. Meantime, the Celestials is living. They got freedom. They got liberated. They doing whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Eternity ain't jacking that. You know, he making sure he got something for them. You know, that's why he created the Living Tribunal. You know what I'm saying? And gave him all types of power that the Celestials can't deal with. You know, Living Tribunal he can stop time. He can take people right out of existence. There's nothing nobody can do against him. You know what I'm saying? You know, in the comics, you know, they you know, it's comics. They made, you know, the Beyonders take them apart. They made a bunch of people defeat, you know, the Living Tribunal. Even Thanos defeated the Living Tribunal in the comics. So, I mean, like I said, that's why comics is comics. But, nah. Ain't nobody defeating him. You know what I'm saying? And he came up there and he put the pressure on them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Arishem looking like this. We won. Y'all agree with us. That's like if we liberate ourselves in this country right now, you know, get our freedom complete, got our own infrastructure, everything. Got our own hospitals, jails, you know, police, you know, everything. Our own neighborhoods, everything. And we banged out to get it. We went to war to get it. And destroyed them. But they still alive. You know, but then they realized, okay, we need them though. Because We need them to keep us alive, to keep the country moving. And so the president brings the military to us and be like, listen, we'll take you out right now. But we agree with what y'all doing. Go ahead, y'all can keep y'all liberation, do what y'all do, but just follow certain rules from us. Of course, no doubt. No doubt, I got you. We doing what we want to do. No problem. And that's what happened with Arishem. You know, Living Tribunal came there and said, listen, yeah, we'll let you create life and death. But listen, you can't get out of line. You got to do it our way. All right. No problem. We doing it how we want to do it anyway. And that's what it is. You know, Arishem, he took it to him. He took it to God. Facts. And lived to tell about it. Now this the monkey wrench that eternity threw in the game. He don't trust Arishem. He don't trust the Celestials. He know what time it is with them already. They gonna strike back again. They ain't backing down. Arishem, like, okay, fine, yeah, whatever. Okay, yeah. I gotta find a way to get my numbers back. We took massive losses. They probably started off with a few million. They probably down to a few thousand. So he like, okay, I gotta use these planets to set my seeds in these planets so we can hatch more Celestials. We need manpower. Because eventually I want to take everything back. Again. I follow no more rules. And so eternity knows this. So what he did was, obviously, he put iterations of his own self into every universe. So it's no coincidence that obviously Galen, you know, was the last man in his universe to get to see the end of his universe, you know. And like I said, our universe is probably going to end in about 7 billion years. And so obviously it's frightening. Can you imagine 7 billion years from now, the people that's going to see the end of the universe? That's frightening. You could they just come home from work one day and just everything just start sucking into himself. And it's over. You know it's over now. I'm saying, like, oh, wow, it's done. Everything. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine Galen, you know, he's a space explorer, and now the universe is ending. He see it like, oh. And obviously eternity had a plan. Like, listen, yeah. I don't have to wipe this universe out because obviously we got the dweller in the darkness acting up. You know, he thought he was going to be God or something, but it's amusing. So he just destroyed the whole universe, start all over. So what he did was he seen Galen, and he probably felt this gangster like, okay, you sacrificing yourself, you ready to go. I respect it. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna merge my essence into you, and I'm gonna create Galactus. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep the Celestials in check, because I can't have their numbers too deep. I can't have their numbers too much. I can't let them just start breeding and now they got 100 billion Celestials. No, they're gonna try to take me out. No. So I'm gonna keep their numbers in check. You're gonna do it. And that's what he did. He created Galactus to keep them in check. His backup plan. You know what I'm saying? That's a cosmic level of things. Now Galactus didn't even like the job that he had, but he knew he wanted his life. Galactus wants his life. That's the number one thing. Life is so important. See, these people are so powerful where they can destroy anything, do anything. But their life is important, just like our lives are important. So you have to understand that and learn from that. These people are trying to protect their lives. Galactus is vast. He can do whatever he wants. He can reality warp. He can go to any dimension. He can do whatever he wants. But he has to feed on it or he's gonna die. And he hates that he has to feed on planets, but he has to do it because he wants to live. You understand? The universe Eternity don't trust nobody. So eternity Ben gave everybody death. He has to give you death so he can kill you. Simple as that. He has to. Because if he can't kill you, then he can't do nothing with you. And you can probably overtake him and replace him. You understand? Death been around. Lady Death been around since the dawn of time. So now, check this. Knull don't follow any of these rules that eternity put forth, because he's not a part of any of this. He's not a part of this multiverse or none of that type of stuff. He's not following nothing. Knull is infinite. Can't be killed. Doesn't follow anything. He's completely indifferent to all of that. Lady Death, none of that. Nobody can get into him. Nothing. There's no death. Even when he takes people, his symbiotes, in death, they go to him. The memories stay with him. There's no death. He just recreates them. You know what I'm saying? He is unbelievable. That's why you know he's going to be the big bad. They can't do nothing with him. Nobody. Because he does not follow anything. He's completely free of anything. There's nobody over his head. There's nobody telling him what to do. He is a God on the same level as eternity. You understand what I'm saying? Simple as that. Simple as that. It's a powerful being that's out for blood. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. Nothing matters to him. Only thing that matters is, what are y'all doing? Not playing around with life. I'm gonna show y'all something right now, then I'm gonna take it all back. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, the void has teeth. And they're gonna show everybody, gonna bring the whole universe back, the whole multiverse back to where it was, in the darkness. Now, I got another story about Odin and Lady Death. You know, she wants death, so she gets with people that bring death. She gets with them and keeps them bringing death for her power set. Odin was a conqueror. She got with Odin. She was in his ear. She probably met Odin the same way she met Thanos. The MCU, remember, Odin has no backstory. Everything in comics, they dub that. They take whatever they want out of their comics and make it, canon for the MCU. I won't be surprised if Lady Death came to Odin the same way she came to Thanos, as a young child. And manipulated him into falling in love with her, into doing whatever she wanted. She wanted them 9 realms conquered. She wanted all that death and destruction. And he gave it to her. Look, it's no coincidence that Odin's wife is a witch. I guarantee you, Frigga, she probably had to put a spell on Odin to get him, to take his mind off Lady Death. We're going to see all this in Eternals too. We're going to see all this going forward. A backstory with Thanos and Odin. And another character that I'm going to do a video on, Deadpool. Another one that Lady Death gravitated towards on a primitive level, because obviously Deadpool was a hitman. He kills people. And so she loves that because he's bringing death. It's a small comment about, it's like a kind of a joke, but it's not a joke. About how she had Thanos and Deadpool attack eternity and try to get eternity out of there. She gave them cosmic power and wanted them to take out eternity until the power of the light came and it helped eternity out. But, you know, it's real. This is the plot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're going to do with Deadpool, but listen, there might be the plot. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Lady Death had her hands in everything. You know what I'm saying? But she can't do nothing with Knull. So that's a whole nother plot theme. Lady Death and Knull. She don't want Knull to win. Because anybody Knull takes over as far as a symbiote, she can't have no part of that. She wants death. She wants people getting their head blown off, blown up, this, that. She wants life being taken. Knull doesn't take lives. He brings them into his hive. What's that? So she don't want that. No. So that's a whole nother war between the war. She wants the whole multiverse dead. You know what I'm saying? And then she'll move on to another multiverse. I mean, this ain't the only multiverse. It's things outside of the multiverse. Listen, eternity is the walking embodiment of the multiverse. If the multiverse can get up and walk, he's walking. So my question is, what is he walking on? Eternity's from a whole nother plane. You know, we got the multiverse of madness coming up, and we got America Chavez. You know, she's from outside the multiverse. Outside of it. Like, she lives at everything else is there. Like, the multiverse at end. And she's right watching, like, well, okay. You understand? This is real. This ain't the only multiverse. Yo, it's vast mysteries of space. Who created space? Who created the void? It wasn't Knull. You know what I'm saying? Somebody created Knull, or somebody created a likeness to Knull to make him become aware of himself. Who created the power to make people become aware of themselves? You understand what I'm saying? It goes higher. You know what I'm saying? DC, get it together, because Marvel is going somewhere crazy. Disney owns the comics, so the comics and the cinema is going hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking about Ant-Man too. I was thinking about all of that. You know, the whole reason why Ant-Man is even in the MCU, and it's real. Just think about this: a bug. They're thorough. They die every minute of the day, anytime. But you know what? They still do what they gotta do. You know, we are like insects and bugs to us is nothing. We take their lives like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? We are like cestrials towards a bug, towards an insect. Their lives mean nothing. It might be flying around, we swat them, oh, get away from me. Stepping on them, get away from me. But that's a life that we're taking. We don't care about that. Just think about that. Towards ancestral, we're bugs to them. They don't care about our lives. And like, for instance, we look at like scientists look at cells or something like that. And they look at the little cells and they look like nothing, just moving around under our microscope. But that's where Ant-Man come in. He's so small, he can go down there and his whole city's down there. Whole lives down there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes Ant-Man live. I got a new appreciation for Ant-Man yesterday. I never even liked the character at all. But now I got a whole new appreciation for Ant-Man. Because the quantum realm is tiny. You understand what I'm saying? It's real. It's real. And the cosmic war is just all over the place right now. You know what I'm saying? But it starts with light versus dark. Eternity got a lot of stuff with him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff. He's not trying to die. Straight, that's it. He's just not trying to die. He's trying to keep himself alive for eternity. You understand what I'm saying? The universe is in. The multiverse is in. He's outside the multiverse. only his essences is in every multiverse. That's not him. That's just a version of him that he put in to every single universe. When that universe ends, he just starts it over. It's nothing. But his true form can die if he don't get enough light in every single universe. That's why he has a version of himself in every single universe to make sure it happens. You know, like a manager. You know, you need a manager to make sure the money come in. You know, if you know what I'm saying. It's real. You need that manager to make sure that light come in. It's real, but it's on a cosmic scale, and nobody knows this. You know, but I think Arishem knows this. And I think eternity knows Arishem knows this. So that's why he put Galactus in the mix. To stop Arishem from getting numbers. Because if Arishem get too many numbers, then he has to destroy the universe. And he don't want to destroy the universe because he needs Arishem to keep creating planets, stars, and everything to keep his strength. He's losing power. You know what I'm saying? Because the dark is winning. He has spots on him that's he's not at full strength. It's probably take 1 trillion years for him to get there, to get back to full strength. You know what I'm saying? So it's real. What they doing is unbelievable. I just wanted to come out here and put this out here because I had it on my brain. If I would have kept going, part 3 would have been 80 minutes long, 90 minutes long. So I just listen, nah, I'm going to break it down. You know what I'm saying? And this is real. Remember, these people are powerful. But just remember this, even on a cosmic level, freedom is what it's about. So remember, man, just because they may have your body, your mind, keep your mind free. With that, they can't get. Use that to do what you want to do. Facts. I'm saying this is new Alpha Comics in history. You ain't gonna hear this nowhere else. Alright? Remember, man, don't listen to the voices and keep your mind free. King 2, out.